Hello, friends, and happy Mother's Day, ladies. Welcome to Keepin' It Real. I'm Danny B, and this is pretty mama over here, Jamie B.
Hey.
The naked chef, and I say naked chef because when she gets in the kitchen today, she's going to go into it with a different look. So, the naked chef, and it's a lovely recipe, especially this time of the year with Memorial Day coming and Mother's Day this Sunday. And again, this show is dedicated to mothers everywhere, especially your mother.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
Love you, Linda. My mom, who's no longer with us. It's been almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
But you're still in
We
our
miss you,
hearts,
Carol.
Mom. You know, and a lot of the people saying to us, Jamie, why do we do this show? Why are we sitting here telling our life story and this and that? And I think it has to do with, we've been through a lot, right? Obviously. And if we can share some advice that can help you get through the hard times, because there are a lot of mothers out there. Some of them are on their own,
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Single moms. And, and maybe your marriage ain't going so great. We try to share some advice. And believe me, our 24 years almost together. Well, it's over 24 years of marriage almost.
Yeah.
We've had some hills and valleys,
Yeah, we
a
have,
lot of
Danny.
shit hit us in the head, but
Yes.
we've never separated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even through the hardest times and, of course, the good times, we always laugh. And we've laughed through the hard times. So one of the reasons we do this show is to, maybe bring a little hope. You have to have fun and laugh together and work things out. And that's one of the reasons why we do this show.
Well, I think also
to share
'cause
some experiences.
we are entertaining people,
Are we
so we
now?
figured we'll take
So
our
are we now?
personality and our personalities and come together, as we have done in life, Danny B.
Right.
I always feel like I'm not a holy roller by any means, but
a
I always
high roller or a holy roller?
Neither. But I always believe that God has
excuse
put
me.
Danny and I together. And
once
as
again.
I am getting older, I'm also realizing.
beautifully.
You just let me finish what I was going to say.
You're aging beautifully, I should
has
say.
nothing to do with
Am I
that.
cutting you off?
Yeah, you are.
How does it feel?
Okay, just you talk, Danny.
No, I don't want to talk no more. I
Yeah.
said what I have
Okay.
to say. Go ahead.
I was just saying, as I am getting older, don't do that thing with the
Raspberry.
thing. I will fucking punch you right
ain't
here.
hitting me right
and I'm
now.
not even sure if I can swear. Yeah, are we 7 minutes into this? 'Cause I'm gonna beat him. Okay.
All right, I should-
All right. So anyway, this is why we're still together.
Just we laugh and tell each other to go F
What I was
yourself.
trying to say is, as I get older, when I was younger, I never felt like compelled, a calling to do like a career or whatever. And as I get older, I'm realizing that what I've been meant to be in life, and accepting that and going with it. And I feel I'm having more callings now that I'm older. And, definitely one of the things was being Jaden and Jace's mom. It's such a gift to be a mom. So for all the wonderful moms out there that, do it all, especially the single moms that are like, they don't have dad in the life, they're handling work and paying the bills and taking care of the kid and doing it all and being really great moms. Like, those are the true superheroes out there, those single moms.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
I definitely want to shout out to the moms that don't have their children anymore. They lost their child, because this is like a
Unfortunately.
hard time for them, especially my sister-in-law. This is her first Mother's Day without her son, who just passed away the past year. I love you, Marsha. I love you, sister. All the moms out there that give up so much for their kids. My mom especially. I mean, my mom she sacrificed her whole life to be a great mom. And then there's the moms who are not active in their kids' life. And this day is not for you. You should be ashamed. And,
Everybody but you, right? If you're not with
moms-
your kid now, you're excluded from today's show.
The moms who don't let their baby daddies see the kids just to spite them, you should be ashamed of
Turning this
yourself
positive
too.
thing into a negative now.
But also the pet moms, you guys, sacrifice a lot for your animals, and I do believe that
I draw the line
pet
outside.
moms, definitely it's your day as well. So
Okay.
cheers to all the great moms out there, especially my mom, Linda.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and
And
all the
again,
moms that are not here
So
anymore.
even you pet moms,
Yes,
I'll compromise
pet
to the
moms.
pet.
We're still
'cause
moms.
We're pet
Come
lovers.
on.
We're
Yeah,
pet lovers.
we're still moms.
But again, it's episode 11 already
Yep.
of season 11, right?
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks, the middle of June, we're going to be on location. We put it off.
going on
We wanted to go
location.
see John Crowley, but he got inundated. He put things off. But we are going to see the Natosis at Salon 1836.
Yeah.
I want to say salon. It's not a hair place. It's a place to get drunk, a saloon.
Okay. And eat good food.
And eat,
Yes.
entertainment.
Yeah.
So we'll see
Entertainment.
everybody. Anybody that wants to join us there, it's June 15th.
We're going to be the entertainment that
Yeah,
night.
it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We'll get more details.
Yes.
Actually, when you were doing your little
Exciting.
segment earlier, he had
Okay.
texted me. We're talking tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
On a sports note, New York is filled with chaos right now. Obviously, the world is, but the Knicks, the Rangers in the playoffs getting exciting. It's been 30 years since the Knicks had a chance, and that was the same year I was in California and watched the OJ chase. So 30 years ago. Yankees are playing good. They got to watch out for Baltimore. The Mets, let's go on. Let's move on. I told you not to expect much. But Facebook, what's going on with all these crazy boobies? I'm seeing boobies. I'm going to
getting,
ask
like,
a boobie. I'm getting
spammed.
like this lady sending me nipples.
I'm thinking it's because of my shirt last week.
No, it's going on.
Listen, it's, I mean,
what is it? It's not
when
even
you have
a baby.
naturally big boobs and you wear a push-up
You're
bra, there's
taking
going to
too
be a
much
situation.
credit, Jamie. It wasn't designed for you. I know you.
Well, they're sending it to me.
They're sending
and
it
I'm
to me,
assuming
too.
it has to do with they want me to
They're sending it to me too, and
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But maybe people have
said,
fetishes.
Mike said it's going on, and if you click the link, it takes you to an OnlyFans.
I don't click any of those links.
Me neither. I'm
No,
like,
I block.
But the thing is, they're very persistent.
Yes.
But it won't overcome resistance because I keep blocking those mothers. All
Yeah.
they mothers. And I find out, Mike tells me it's not even a real baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
It's
rubber
2024.
baby.
If they want to have a fake baby and say it's a real baby, hey.
So I just
It's
wonder, is
allowed.
anybody getting any booby pictures? Like it's literally a
Danny
mother
likes
feeding
them?
a rubber
No.
baby. I thought it was a real baby. It was
Yeah.
blurry, but it's a rubber baby. So
Yeah.
that's going on in the Facebook world this week.
Yeah.
Baseball started up finally for our
Jays,
son.
yeah.
Usually he's on it. This is going to be
It's a little late, yeah.
late. They started late. It's going to be a
Yeah.
challenging year, but it's good to see him back
Yes.
on the field.
Yeah.
And tonight, after this, we're going to head our way over to
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
Right over to the field, rather.
Right.
Busy 6 weeks for us.
Yeah, we're going to be busy.
And your recipe today, again, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will tell you this. This is very sought after. Anytime we're going somewhere, any place, they're always saying, "Can you bring that?"
Yes.
Can you
I
bring
always
that?
make it to bring along with me.
yeah.
So it is definitely something if you're going to a family picnic gathering party and you need to bring something, you can whip this up and bring it along. And it will be a huge hit. It always is for me anyway. So
Good. And you know what? And a lot of people like, Jamie, what do you like when you're cleaning up your messes, right? Your counters, I know that
well,
you started
recently-
using a new product.
Well,
How do you really feel about the product, honestly?
I
Because I had
really-
mixed emotions about it.
I do like a lot of the products, especially the cleaning products, because I talked about this before. I have my own cleaning business, and so I'm around chemicals a lot more, and I am looking for the more natural, but a lot of those things don't really work.
Right.
So I was looking for some better products to use that aren't so toxic, and so we got with this company, and we ordered this big package
Kit.
of
It's this kit.
it's a kit of variety of things that
They do
are
everything, not just
bestsellers
cleaning
for them.
things.
Everything is made USA made.
Right.
It's all American made. They've never had any lawsuits against any of their products or anything like that.
40 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So there's never had an issue with any of their stuff. But I like it. And I brought some stuff.
What do you mean
over
you
here
brought
today.
some? What did you
Over
travel with
here
it? What did you go
that
to?
are
you
my
ever-
favorite. So this is, and I started using these products in my clients' homes and stuff to see how I like them, and they are really great. I really love them. And one of the products, this is embarrassing, but I can't see completely without my glasses. But do I look good with them or no? Okay. So the Tough and Tender. I love this one. I use this for the counters. And what I like about it, because we have granite countertops, right? So very quickly. I just
You
want
don't
to
have to
explain
get
this
into.
to
I
me.
just said, do you
I
like
just
the
want to,
guy? I don't
yes,
want to
I want to
see the whole
explain
deal.
really quickly why you would want to buy this, right?
Why did I even ask?
Because products are really.
I would have known. I didn't know it was going to run into this.
Products are really expensive. I just was looking at Windex. A Windex bottle of like this right now is $4.99. Okay, and that's one bottle. So this is very concentrated. So you fill up. You get these refillable or. Yeah.
You tell me this is your
refillable
thing. I don't
bottles,
want
right?
none.
So you only put like a little bit of it in here and then you fill it with water. So it's very concentrated. And this lasts a long time. But I love this tough and tender one because I buy a granite countertop cleaner, right? And those are expensive just for that. But then I have to switch my product when I wipe down the stove, right? And so then I have to switch out the product. Well, this is so great for the granite and the stovetop. So as I'm wiping down the counter, I go over to the stove and I can wipe it all down. And I also do, and just this quick little tip, I know I'm going to move on because Danny's annoyed.
I would hope so. I just asked the fucking question.
After this, I'm going to let him talk for the rest.
I don't want to talk. I just don't want to talk about your product. I just said, how do you like it then? I didn't know you were going to put on all my counters, and then I just wash them. So instead of using paper towel, I only do that like in the sink or whatever, but like on the counters, I just use the microfabric cloth and it cleans and it gives it like a nice shine and everything like that. So there's my tip. There's my cleaning product. I did have another one, but I'll move on. Do you like it? That's all I said.
I love it. Yes. And I'm using it at my client's house. It like saves me time. I don't have to switch out
500 products they have, 470.
This would be one of my favorite tops that I realized I liked. Yes. For the cleaning products. Yes. And I also like the glass cleaner, but I'm not going to move on to that.
We don't.
We'll talk about something else now.
I just said, do you like using them after you cooking segment? That's it.
That's what I use to clean up the kitchen,
right.
Danny.
That's all you have to say. You didn't have to come out here and spray me in the eye. Do you have bug spray by any chance?
No, I'm going to work on that. That's going to be in my next order.
Bug spray?
Yes, because I'm sure they have an all-natural one.
The bugs,
especially when you're out at the games and everything.
Last night at the game, I probably ate about a dozen bugs last night.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about now, Danny? I know you need all the attention.
I don't need any. No, I just
it's
was like,
Mother's Day, but Danny needs the attention.
You know how I feel? I'm not into the online purchasing stuff, but you got into this. And
I like the
product.
Why are you
rubbing up on me?
Because I just want to make you feel good, Danny. See that, that the attention is on you and not me.
I just like, you got your cooking segment. You should have said after you're done cooking, this is what I use right here. But anyway, I don't want to talk about much today except for the mothers out there because it is their day. It is their week. It's more than a day. They should have... It really is. And it should be a month for Mother's Day.
I admire so many of these moms, especially my mom. Growing up, my mom allowed me to be who I was. She never forced me to be something I wasn't. She was never disappointed in me. She always believed in me. She was my biggest cheerleader growing up.
Good for you. Wish I had that.
She always was understanding, always unconditionally loved me. When looking back, there was times where it was questionable if she should have loved me or not. But she's like,
your mother.
I put my mom, but you know what's so great about my mom is like, Jay, you weren't that bad. I'm like, yeah, I was, Mom.
Yeah, she was.
But she just doesn't want to believe it. And she loves me anyway.
Your problem. 24 years.
She's never controlling as well, and I find like because
she pushed you out the door, Jay. It's like, you're getting married,
well,
we're going to Flan's, go.
When your kids get married, right, and they find someone, it makes you feel good knowing they're going into the arms of someone who's going to take care of them. And that's why my mom was happy for us to be together because, and now my mom doesn't have to worry so much about me. She knows I'm in good hands with you, Danny.
Saw a brand new Cadillac and she said, go with him, young lady. You go.
Really? You think my mom pimped me out?
Well, the Cadillac would indicate.
You think my mom pimped me out? That's nice. My mother did not pimp me out.
No, your mom said...
No.
No, it was white. It was a white SDS.
Yes.
Very nice. Actually, I remember Larry Holmes used to love that because he was always down in Easton, and every time he sees his head would go like that. But no, I'm only kidding. Your mom has to be the greatest.
Yes.
And I wish I had that growing up. My mom loved us all, but she just wasn't like that. My mom would pick on us all, especially me. I was being... The shit that she said to me was like horrendous. But I got through it. We get through it. Again, good for you.
But she made you strong by doing that, and your mom loved you.
I cried a lot as a kid. What are you talking about? She broke my heart. You're talking about.
I know. I'm sorry.
I got issues still to this day.
That's why you always, because your mom and then not knowing your dad, right? That's why you have attention issues. You always need the attention.
That's why I got you.
how you build them like they used to.
Yes.
Exactly. And they don't build them like they used to.
Yeah.
I'm looking at today's, I had a nice conversation at a guy that's 60 from Jersey City, actually. Kenny, he's a fireman, and he was just talking about how his kid, the soccer game, so disrespectful to him, and he had to put him aside, and just like they just don't get it. So we're on. He's 60.
Well, that's one thing our kids don't do, like especially in front of other people or anything. I mean, we've had our arguments with our kids and stuff, and I had to whoop Jaden a couple of times. And,
you act like he's
I
never
whooped
been.
him. No, I whooped Jaden that one time.
Jace was.
They get scared of me, but
I'm afraid of you too, actually.
But. Our kids are not disrespectful like that. They're just like Danny gets upset with like the water bottles in the room, the garbage in the room. Does
anybody like waste?
The unorganized. I honestly don't sweat that stuff. I'm just like clean it. I don't get myself irate and angry about that because I know otherwise they're good kids and they will outgrow that. Hopefully, because I used to be messy too.
My biggest problem with the kids is the friggin' waste. It's the waste of the hamburger. And you never look to see if we need any more. You assume, okay, we need it. I go in there. This one's ready to. This one's. It's like that's what bothers.
Well, guess what? Then do the food shopping and all
that
yourself.
You know what?
Then you do it yourself. You want to complain about it.
I'm just saying the waste and the kids.
Yes.
They are.
Well,
wasteful.
it is, but this is stuff that is like a normal, typical
waste?
Teen kid things. I mean, if your kid is like being disrespectful or going out and doing drugs and drinking at a young age and sneaking out and having boyfriends and girlfriends that you didn't know, like those are things that would be alarming and that you would have to worry about.
Well,
so I don't worry about that.
Did you do the sneaking out of the house, Mom?
Yes, I
Truth
did.
Be told.
Yeah, why do you think I worry about my kids now? I definitely worry about them because I know what the hell I was doing. But then I'm always like, wow, they're not even like quarter as bad as I was.
They ain't going nowhere. They know what they got. The older guys.
They do got it.
They know I ain't going nowhere. When I always say you can always know.
And you know what? With our family too, I have to say, the kids every time they always, I love you. When we leave, I love you, I love you, and that's a big indication that you're doing things right. Love you. When I drop them off at school, when I make them food, love you, thank you. Going, we're always saying I love you. So that's a good
communicating.
Yes,
even in bad words, you're still communicating.
Well, when I was growing up, my mom, I was able to tell her everything and talk to her about everything. So you need to be able to communicate with your kids, for sure.
My mother loved when I told her, we had a nice heist. We just got this off the truck and, oh, really? Save me one.
Yeah, your mom was pretty gangster.
My mom was my mom was Ma Barker.
Yeah.
You ever heard of her, the gangster back in the 30s?
Yeah.
All her boys were out there.
Right. Yeah, your mom is definitely gangster.
She'd get 90% of the heist. My mother's always, what's in it for me?
Yeah.
She'd do it with the fingers going. Now you're holding out. that house on 78th Street, though, by golly, I could tell a story. I'd like to take the camera one day and just take a walk through what is and what. I wish. Yeah. Oh God.
What was? Yeah.
Yeah. There's only a handful of people left in that area.
But you got good stories to tell now, Dan.
Well, that's you
made it through.
Yeah, we all did. Coco. That's most of his stories about North Bergen, right?
Right.
You've listened to his stuff.
So, yeah.
But he's also well traveled. We all have stories, but North Bergen's a good place to start a conversation. And everywhere I've ever been, I'm from North Bergen. Oh, I heard of you people. A little different, but you know what? I think it's about time. Mother's Day here. Okay. Let's get into that kitchen. Let's show them what you got. And again, if you guys, your winter favorite is the ravioli soup, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
My famous ravioli soup. And then this would be another famous
This is good all year long.
Yeah.
Actually, the ravioli soup can be considered all year long, but this is definitely a spring, summer, fall hit with everywhere. Right. Can Aunt Jamie make that for us?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we always plan on it because they always want it, so we know.
Yeah.
But
and it's actually good because I make it like when we go down the Ocean Gate, and I make it because like when people are drinking and you want something at like 2 o'clock in the morning, this is definitely a good thing to have, right?
Right, yeah. But anyway, I want all the mothers once again to have a great weekend, a great Mother's Day. And we are having your mom over for
I'm having
Mother's
my
Day.
sisters over.
And it's going to be a nice. And guess what? Before we go, I'm going to be the butler. I'm going to be wearing my apron.
And I told Danny, we're all allowed to bully you.
Like
and you have to do everything that we want you to do.
Okay. That's good. I will submit to all of his for the
You're
day.
going to do it. Yes.
And again, Jamie's going to go into the kitchen, and I'm going to call her the naked chef on this one. Let's get into the kitchen with the naked chef.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, thanks
Happy
for joining
Mother's
us.
Day, everyone.
We will see you all
the
next
great moms
week.
out there, especially
And,
my mom.
Let's go, Nix.
It's time to get cooking with What's Cooking Jay. Grab a spatula, be ready to sway. Come on and cook with Jay, yeah, cook with Jay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to What's Cooking Jay. I'm Jamie Biancullo, and today I am very excited to show you guys how to make my famous pasta salad. I absolutely love this, and what I love about it is because everybody loves this pasta salad. I make it for get-togethers, parties. The summer's coming up, we got Memorial Day coming up, so I thought this would be a great recipe to show everyone. So you can bring it to a picnic, or if you're having a picnic, a party at your house, graduations are coming up, whatever festive party you got going on, this is great to make as a side dish. I also love making it during the summer just as a dish for myself. Danny's like, it's not really a meal, but I consider it a meal, and it's absolutely beautiful. I have my display here with everything. I basically did a lot of the chopping up of the vegetables. I already did my pasta up. So we're gonna speed along with this. It's very simple, very easy to do. There's a couple of techniques that I use and different ingredients that make a huge difference. So you're gonna need your pasta. So whatever pasta you want to use, that's fine. This is what I like to make with it. And I have to say, if you follow all the ingredients that I do, you're going to make it exactly like I do. And people are going to enjoy it much better, I think. Anyway, because I've tried a couple of different pastas, a couple of different dressings, and they were okay, but it's just not the same. So you're gonna need your, I love my protein pasta. So, and anytime I've made this for gatherings, nobody knows the difference between them. And actually people really enjoy it. So you should check it out because it's high in protein. So that's really good. And I always talk about everything in moderation. So although it's carbs, it has protein. So that's good, right? And it says protein on it. So you're gonna need your pasta. You're gonna need your, this is something different. So usually your pasta salads are made with like an Italian dressing. I use the balsamic vinaigrette, and I've also used Ken's salad dressing, the balsamic vinaigrette, and that's good. But I tell you, this is the one that I use that people will say, what dressing did you use with that? And it's the wishbone. So I do use that. So you want to stick with the wishbone with this. And so we got our pasta. Now I also do a yellow pepper. I do a green pepper. I do a red pepper and an orange pepper. And I use a red onion and a cucumber. So the cucumber, I do peel the skin off, and because I don't like that part of it. But if you use like the English cucumbers, or the ones that are like, it's more tender, the smaller ones are more tender when you cook them or when you chop them up and eat them. So you don't have to like peel those, but these ones I do peel. But I do actually like these ones in the pasta salad. So this is what I use. And I chop everything up very thinly, okay? Fine, small pieces. And I have to tell you, that's another compliment to this pasta salad that people have told me. I love how you chopped up all the veggies. And, you know, for me, I like them small, but I also feel like as I'm chopping it, I put that love in it. I put that attention in it. And I, you know, like to express that when you're cooking and you're making food, you have that love for it. It's not like, oh God, I'm at this again. You know, for me, and I know for a lot of people, you like putting that love into your food and preparation. So I chopped these all up, got my red onion, and then this is another must-have for this, okay? I have talked about this. There's a difference in different cheeses and the brands of cheeses, okay? And I've used like the Cabot cheeses or the store brand cheeses blocks because, you know, they're expensive. They can be expensive, but look for these Cracker Barrel ones on sale. A lot of times they'll go like 2 for $5. And I love the Marble Sharp one. This is my absolute favorite one. Everyone loves this cheese. And I chop this up really nice and fine. Right here, I got that all chopped up for you guys. Okay, so that definitely makes a difference. So make sure you stick with the Cracker Barrel cheese. And I would do, especially if you're doing this for yourself and you want to be healthy, you want to do the 2% one, then that's fine, do the 2%. It's still, but there's nothing better than like that whole milk, that whole fat, like, especially when you're, you know, presenting it to other people and giving it to other people, you want them to have that flavor in it. So you definitely want to have the good cheese. So I'm just going to show you guys like really quickly how I chop a pepper up here. To keep chopping it and make it into small pieces. Okay, so I just saved a little bit of my chopping for you guys. I mean, I am not an expert at this. My techniques are probably not the best, and as far as like the way I slice stuff, so I'm sure people are like, that's not the way you do it. You always want to have a good chopping knife. You want to have a sharp chopping knife to chop your vegetables up with, and the cheese as well. And you just want to keep chopping it. And so I chopped it up a little bit, sliced it up a little bit. To me, this is not, that I wouldn't leave that in there, like those big chunky pieces. You know, that's like, oh, you're just like chopping it and just like throwing it in there. It's like, whatever, I'm just trying to get this over with. I actually sit here for a long time and chop and chop and chop, and I just love making it into like little pieces. And like I said, I've gotten a lot of compliments on the chopping and how small the pieces are and how people like really enjoy that. So okay, but I'm not gonna sit down and chop all this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, like I said, this is like a really easy side dish to throw together for a picnic. I made this for our family reunion, and I loved it when people are like, who made that pasta salad? Who made that? How did you make that? So I love that now this will be a video out there for everybody, especially a lot of my friends and family who I've made this for that always ask me, you know, people like drink too much at parties and then they forget, and they're like, how did you make that? So now I can be like, check out my YouTube channel and you can find out how I made it. Okay, so I already made up my pasta, and what I do with my pasta, so you want to boil your pasta and you don't want to have it too undercooked or too overcooked. So you always want to make sure that it's just right. I know in the Italian community, they like it a little more hard. I don't. So I, you know, a lot of Italian restaurants you go to and you're like, did they even like cook this pasta? And you know, and now that's why cooking at home is the best thing to do, right? So you make it exactly the way you like it. So when I make my pasta, I always put a little extra virgin olive oil on it. I always do that. So, okay, I'm going to put this into a pretty bowl over here. And what I do is I kind of layer it so it mixes in well. So I'm going to put some of the pasta in there. And then I'll take this right here. We'll put some of the peppers in here. You might not use all of it. It just depends on how much you like in there. I have the red onion, the cucumber. Throw some of that in there. Okay. I'm also going to do my chopped up Cracker Barrel marble cheddar cheese. We're going to put that in there, and then I'll put some more. Okay. Put that in there. Then we'll add some more in here. Okay, this is so pretty. I love it. It smells so good. Danny was saying, it smells so good. I said, and the funny thing is like, I'm not even cooking anything. He's like, it smells like a garden. It's summer. It's like, actually today I have like so much energy. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I think it's just because we're getting closer to like the nice weather and it's summer and the kids are going to get out of school and you got picnics coming up, and it's just a time to get excited for. So, okay, so I'm going to put all that in there. Let me see. And if you want to, like, when I make this pasta salad and I just make it for us at home, I just use like 1 box of the pasta. If you were going to a picnic, I mean, I guess it depends on how many people, but if you're, signed up to bring a side dish, I would do 2 boxes of the pasta. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this in a little bit to see if this is good. Okay, let me see. This does look good, actually. Now, also what I do is I always put a little oregano on, but whatever Italian season, if you want parsley, even dried basil you could put on. I just put it in for like looks, and it does give it a little bit more flavor. So you put a little oregano in there, mix it up. Now, this is like the best part of it. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna put a little more. And this is what you do. I always chop everything up and keep it, separate it, and then that way I can add to it how much I want, how much pasta I'm using. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more in there because I just love the vegetables, the red onion, the cucumber. It's just like so great. Now, a lot of people I know will use like tomatoes. They'll put like the, I guess the grape tomatoes they use in there. I'm not big on that because they get mushy, so I just like to use the peppers. I think that gives it like good different coloration. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little more of the green pepper in here too. Okay, now this is the best part. So we're gonna use the balsamic vinaigrette. And I do like everything extra, so I basically will use a bottle and a half for 1 box of the pasta. But, if you only want to use 1, that's fine. I know not everybody likes it. Like Danny's not as saucy and extra as I am. I like everything extra. And I always figure it this way. What happens with the pasta salad is the dressing kind of goes to the bottom anyway, so you really could just leave that at the bottom if you were picking it and you didn't want all the dressing on it. So we just keep on mixing it here. Let me say, this looks so good. I know Danny's gonna enjoy this. Mike, you're gonna enjoy this too. And it's so easy to, it is easy to make. Like I said, the chopping part of it, take your time with it, chop all the pieces, because that is something that I have gotten compliments on, is, how finely I chop down all the veggies and the cheese. So I'm just gonna use the 1 in here. And, you put your dressing on, mix it up, then add more on there. This will be good for this, just this 1. So we use that up in there. Look at that, love it. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I have a theme here. I like the balsamic stuff. Balsamic is one of my favorite because it just has like a lot of flavor in it, and I just love it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up here. This looks great. This is gonna be good for a party. I'm gonna add this extra cheese in here because I just love all this extra stuff. Let me see, this is beautiful. Okay. All right, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm gonna change a little bit out, move this around here. That looks good, right? Okay, so we're gonna put it in. And I always have this other ingredient on hand when I'm dealing with pastas and Italian food, which is like my absolute favorite, and that is the locatelli parm cheese. Okay, so when, if you're going on a picnic and you don't want to bring the parm cheese with you, okay, you don't have to, because this one especially is a little more expensive, but it's definitely worth the money. These are things that make a huge difference, is the brand of the cheese. Do not buy generic parm cheese. It's not good. I'm telling you, Locatelli, that's it. Okay? And I want a sponsorship from Locatelli, Mike. Okay, so I always add a little parm cheese to it. A little, whoop, that was a little much. So we always add the little parm cheese to that, and that is delish. You're gonna enjoy that, Mike. And I think, anyone that makes this for a family picnic, a barbecue, this is great for people who are just starting out and they want something that makes them seem like they know what they're doing in the kitchen and you want to like impress some people. This is definitely a side dish to make for your company, your friends. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I want to thank everyone for all the love and the support you've been giving me on my What's Cooking Jay segment. I look forward to it every week. I'm getting really excited. I see the vision with it all now. Looking forward to the future. So if everybody would go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, give us a like. If you like my recipes, please share them on your social media. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. This is Mother's Day weekend. This is actually a great side dish to make if you're going to a Mother's Day brunch, a get together. This would be something really special and nice, and everybody's gonna enjoy it. So thanks everyone. Happy Mother's Day.
It's time to get cooking with What's Cooking Jay. Grab the apron, turn off the thing, get it ready to play. We're mixing our flavors, making magic on your plate. With every sizzle, every stir, it's gonna be great. Turn up the heat, let the music